What's going on, all you beautiful and sexy people? This is Manufactured Opinion here, bringing you some more Dark Souls 2 gameplay, and today I'm just bringing you a quick video on how you can farm yourself some Petrified Dragon Bones using the Four-Garden Bonfire in Aldia's Keep. Now, I know a lot of you probably already know this technique, but for those of you who don't, just to give you a quick background on what exactly Bonfire ascetics do. They do respawn all of the items in a particular area, as well as the boss and the enemies. The only catch is that all of the enemies and the boss will be a new game +1 stronger. So, for example, if you happen to use a Bonfire ascetic on any particular bonfire, and you head over to New Game Plus, it does carry over. So once you go over to New Game Plus, all of the enemies in that particular area will be a New Game +2 strength, so it does deter you from using multiple bonfire ascetics on one particular bonfire to farm yourself multiple items in order to get ahead in the game, because essentially what you're doing is you're ruining all of your New Game Plus or your subsequent playthroughs. You're pretty much making it impossible. So what you have to look out for is you have to look out for a bonfire that isn't tied to any particular boss. B, you actually have to find a bonfire that respawns items that you're actually looking for. That would be very helpful. And C, probably the most important to me, but maybe not so much to others. All of the enemies in between that particular bonfire and the next bonfire have to be limited, and they have to be fairly easy to defeat. And as you're going to see here later on in the second clip, is that I will not fight one enemy from the Four-Garden to the next bonfire. I forget exactly what it's named, but there is no enemy, and the enemies, I mean, the Mirror Knights aren't that hard to defeat. You can run right by that Lucatiel's brother, who's just a bitch and runs back to his world, and then all of the other enemies, the Dragon Acolytes, all of them, you can just run right by them, which to me is the most important, because I used, I think, 15 bonfire ascetics here, so it will make my New Game Plus playthrough the hardest difficulty in this particular area. All I have to do is run through everything, and I'll be completely fine. So that's just something to keep in mind as well. But as you saw in the first clip, all I did was I used a bonfire ascetic on the Four-Garden bonfire, ran over to the grass here, picked up that Petrified Dragon Bone, ran into the keep, ran past Lucatiel's brother, up the stairs to the Mirror Knight room, picked up that Petrified Dragon Bone. You can use a Homeward Bone to get back to the Four-Garden, or you can use that sexy ass Aged Feather, and it literally it takes like a minute and a half to pick up both Petrified Dragon Bones. If you have 20 bonfire ascetics, you're looking at 40 Petrified Dragon Bones, which can upgrade 8 boss weapons to +5. And if you need more Petrified Dragon Bones than that, you're really doing it wrong. The best argument against this particular technique is you're literally ruining a whole area of the game for all subsequent playthroughs just so you can net yourself some Petrified Dragon Bones, which you should have used more efficiently in your first playthrough. The only thing I say against that is, like with me, I was trying to find my favorite boss weapon. I wasn't really sure what I was going to use, so I ended up utilizing a lot of Petrified Dragon Bones that I wish I didn't. So I came here to farm some. I used about, like I said, 15 bonfire ascetics. And it does cap off at New Game +8, so all of the enemies will be as hard as they possibly can. But the best part about it, I just run through everything. If I happen to fight any enemy, I will get my ass absolutely handed to me, so that's something to keep in mind as well. It is a very good argument against this particular technique. Another great argument is that you can actually use a bonfire ascetic in the Dragon's Eyrie area, which has all of the old guardian dragons and all those crystal lizards. You can actually net yourself anywhere from 6 to 12, at least on the playthroughs I did, anywhere from 6 to 12 Petrified Dragon Bones every time you run through that area. So you can just use like one bonfire ascetic there, get enough Petrified Dragon Bones if you happen to not utilize them correctly on the weapons that you wanted to. You can just go to that area once, use it once, and you'll have enough Petrified Dragon Bones where you don't have to utilize so many bonfire ascetics at the Aldia's Keep Four-Garden bonfire. So if you wanted to keep farming, if you wanted to keep farming petrified dragon bones, even after that, even after you say 20, you have 40 petrified dragon bones, you upgrade 8 weapons to +5, you're still not satisfied, such is the human condition that you just want more. You will be limited, obviously, by the number of bonfire ascetics you have in your inventory. The reason why I'm showing you this clip here is you can actually go to the Dark Chasm of Old and farm bonfire ascetics from the phantoms there. You can actually be granted permanent access to the Dark Chasm of Old if you're able to defeat this dickhead, which I I still haven't been able to defeat. I have nightmares every night about this fight. Why they decided to give this asshole a split feature, a mitosis feature, is beyond me. Whatever developer thought of that is a dick, and I would like to punch him in the face, because this boss fight sucks, especially as a melee character. But I digress. As I said, you will be limited by the number of bonfire ascetics you have in your inventory, so that is something to keep in mind as well. You may want some from Majula if you're looking for that Moonlight Butterfly armor. Whatever the case may be, you're looking to farm the skeletons for human effigies. There are some other areas you can use your bonfire ascetics to net yourself some good items, so try not to use all of them just farming these petrified dragon bones. But I hope you guys found this video useful. I hope you're laughing in my face as I get absolutely raffle stomped by these two dickheads. And I hope you're enjoying Dark Souls 2. I hope you are enjoying life, and as always, I will see you in the next video, everybody. Take care now. Bye-bye. Fucking garbage. Drink! Drink! Why does it take you 15 seconds to drink when I press drink?